Yeah, 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 yeah. We are here. We're here. We decided to go live and we're here. We're here. I'm going to let y'all get in the chat today. I'm going to let y'all get in the chat, in the chat, in the chat, in the chat. Hey, I got a thumbs up in there. So that means somebody is in the chat. Let me know if y'all see me. Cedric, how you doing? You are the first person in the chat. You are the first person to comment today. You are the first person to come in for the Unapologetically live. Cam, how are y'all doing? Y'all are the first people to come in. Queen B More, what is up? I'm letting y'all come in real quick. And then we're going to talk about a few different things. Brody C, what's up? Again, I'm going to let y'all come in. Then we're going to talk about a few things. I want to be able to view the chat. Shonda East. So I want to be able to view the chat. We got Big Maj 83. This isn't Candy's chat. If you would like to go to Candy's chat, you can find out where Candy is. Big Maj. Queen B More. What's up? What's up? What's up? Shonda 69th Street. Am I going to the Beyonce concert? I may end up going one night. Yes. May end up going one night. What is up, y'all? All right, chill 2895. Hey, Brody C. Yeah, I was in San Diego and I stopped by ziplining. We got Vernell. We got. Let me go ahead and handle this right here. Who else we got in the chat? Foodie Sakib. Are you an AI hologram bot? No. Devin Teal. Okay, Jalaf. I'm going to the concert on 4th of July in DC. What concert on 4th of July in DC? Muhammad Khan, I think you may be a bot. Yeah, some of these may be a bot. How do we remove them if they're a bot? How do we remove them? We got some bots in here, so I think it's time to remove some of the bots, y'all, so we can have some conversation in here. And you know how I feel. If they're not, let me see. Yeah. It's a lot of people I can see, y'all. It's a lot of bots in this chat this time. Yeah, it's a lot of bots in this chat this time. So I'm trying to move them up. Yep, I'm trying to move them out. If y'all are in here, go ahead, send me a super chat. Go. All right, so we're gonna start this conversation real quick. All right, I'm trying to, I see as it relates to today. Yeah, it's a few blots. I don't know what is going on today. All right, we are here. All right, we're here. I feel like I had to block a lot of bots, though, y'all. I'm not gonna lie. But anyway, um, so here we go. Thank you for the beard. Yeah. So here we go. Today we're going to talk about a few different things. I know you guys want to hear my update as it relates to Housewives. You guys have seen the latest episode of Housewives. So you guys, if you've seen the latest episode of Housewives, then you know it's a few different things that we can talk about this Housewives episode in the season so far. So you know the last time we talked about Britt Edie's upcoming lawsuit and everything about the coming lawsuit. Why she filed the lawsuit and all of those things. So if you were here before, then tell me, do you feel from my last video that I lied to you about anything that you saw if you saw the last episode? I have not watched Angela's interview with Carlos King, FYI. So if you were here before, do you feel that from my last episode that I lied about anything that I talked about? So we were talking in this last episode and I talked about, hey, guess what, guys? It is some things that you will see that Britt said. It was some things that Britt did that didn't air on the TV version of the show. And it was some things that Britt said even to Kelly that are going to make it pretty hard for her to show up at the reunion. I think that by now you have all said, hey, yeah, you were not lying. Have you guys actually found that out? So if you think I was lying, raise your hand. Let's go with that first. If you think I was lying, raise your hand and let's go with that first. I need to see if them hands raise. I need to see them hands raise. Hey, nobody said that. If I was telling the truth on my information, raise your hand. If you know that when I say it, it is the God blame truth, raise your hand in the comments below. Somebody should send a super chat for that. Hallelujah. I drive a Mercedes. Hallelujah. Woo. I drive a hallelujah. Oh, hallelujah. BS, how you doing? See, all of them hands raised. I believe y'all should throw some money in the collection plate because, baby, I don't be lying when I tell you. I think you should throw some money in the collection plate. Hit those super chats. Hit all of that if you don't think I'll be lying. Only hit them super chats. Since y'all over here, y'all already know. So, with that, Britt Edie and this lawsuit. Information has come out that Britt Edie filed the lawsuit, but actually just filed one portion of it and did not finish filing the lawsuit. So, what I have heard is she didn't file part of it, and so it has expired, is what someone is saying. That it was filed with the court, but she had to do another step, and since then it has expired, is what I'm hearing. Since then, it has totally expired. If someone can verify this information, I don't want to give you guys wrong information, but if someone can verify this information, please let me know. Please let me know. If someone can verify that this information is true, please let me know. Does anybody else agree that she filed it but didn't file it? She has this thing with not paying for things, is what I'm assuming. She didn't finish paying for the fees. And so That's why the item was not filed. Okay, so let's start with there. As it relates to the things that have happened on the episode, I guess we have seen that her and Kelly do get into this dispute, and accusations are thrown out, which Kelly has denied, that insinuate that Kelly was possibly had abortions in the past. She says she is pro-choice, but that those accusations are true. I mean, are false. I'm sorry, are false. That those accusations are false is what I'm hearing. That those accusations are false. So with that, I think that the kitchen was gonna get a little too hot for Britt. The kitchen was about to get a little too hot for Britt. Britt wasn't coming for it. I think what you see is, again, what I talked about last episode. It's pretty hard, you guys, to be on a reality show and have your life so criticized. Everybody that has ever done it, please note that they are very strong people. Very strong people. If you have been on a reality show and you've had your life criticized, you're a strong person. I'm going to be honest. I don't think that Britt's husband, I think he's actually an innocent bystander. Even the comment where it talks about your pill popping roommate, I think that it was in reference to Kelly and Britt being roommates or something. I'm sorry, to Britt and Phaedra being roommates. I'm not sure who else Kelly was talking about. I'm not really sure on those things. So we would have to ask Kelly. I'm not sure on what she was talking about. And so those things it got the party started. I think that those few moments, Kelly was 38 hot. 38 hot. Some of you were on Britt's side as it relates to this. Here's the one part that I will say, and nobody can take this away. Britt Edie in that bob in that dress, though, yeah, she was killing that. She was killing it. She was definitely killing it. Can't take that away from her. She was killing it in every way. That body, that outfit, everything about it looked amazing. When they start having this conversation about glam, let me kind of give y'all some insight as it relates to glam. Glam are the people that the housewives and talent are around a lot of times. If you notice Megan Thee Stallion, you know her hairdresser, you know Kellen and all those. Most people, you know makeup for Cardi, you know Erica, La Pearl. Most people, glam are some of their closest confidants. So when it relates to glam, you guys have to think about this. Glam are the people that are going to see you with all your imperfections. They are the people that are going to be around you when you may have just woke up and you may have had a fight with your spouse or your kids, or somebody in your family is asking you for money. Glam are a lot of the people that went in as it relates to your life. They're around you a lot of the times. So glam is very, very intimate. It's almost like your gynecologist if you're a woman. If you're a woman and you have a glam team, it's like going to the gynecologist, okay? So I'm going to put it into perspective. You may not care if you share your gynecologist if you're a woman, but you may not want everybody going to your gynecologist if you're a woman, you know? And I think what it happens is this. When you get on a reality show and you start having issues with people and you start being around people and you're in glam chairs and the stylist is around you and they're around, it's just how the natural flow of things go. Usually what happens is the glam will come around you. Let's say we have Susie. Susie has her glam squad. They're with her every morning. Susie says, cool, go over there, work with Alizé. Alizé uses your glam squad. What's going to happen is, at some point, the glam squad may, if they don't have very strong boundaries, they may start to share things that you may not have wanted them to share with someone else. No, they may start to share it. So they may have been like, hey, well, I was over there. Nah, I'm just gonna say, nah, them kids and the way they be acting, or she was stressing about her husband, I heard, or conversations like that happen in glam. That's where all the stuff you be like, I don't want to sit in this. Like as a guy, I'm not gonna lie. A lot of times I don't sit out of there. If you think about it, if you go to the beauty shop or the barber shop, if you ever been in a barber shop, a whole bunch of gossiping go on in the barber shop sometimes. If you've been in a beauty shop, a shitload of gossip go on in a beauty shop sometimes. No, all the time. So if you're ever in there and if you know how intimate those places can be, imagine the people that when you're taping on a reality show, reality tapes usually about 5 times a week. About 5 times a week. Like about 5 times a week, like reality shows tape. So with the reality show taping, that's 5 days out the week that you're with these people, your glam squad. So they are seeing you intimately 5 days out the week, maybe more sometimes. Everybody don't want to share that all the time. Like that leaves the room for stuff to get a little convoluted. Like that leaves the room. That leaves the room. Even if they're in the same scene, it doesn't matter. Because here's how it may go. You may get up in the morning and start your day at 6 a.m. You may get your glam at 7 a.m. Somebody else may not see you till later after that noon. They may not get their glam till 12. It doesn't matter the timing. It's more so about the intimacy of it and how information can kind of get shared. It's not about being at two places. It doesn't matter if the call time is the same. People work out all the time and have things like that. The call time part of it doesn't matter. I'm just being honest. It doesn't matter at all. People have to be in the same scene a lot of times and have used the same makeup artist. It's been housewife reunions where the makeup artist has been the same for at least 2 of the housewives. They were okay with it. They both wanted that makeup artist. You get what I'm saying? So that part of it doesn't really matter because you schedule your day a little different than Susie may schedule hers. So you may be like, nah, I want my glam earlier because I got to go run an errand before I have to go meet up with the girls and all of that. So all of those things are just important like that. As you housewives from housewife. So sometimes people share like No IG Jeremy, and he may dress a few of the ladies. You get what I'm saying? So different things like that. But a lot of times they may have issues with sharing glam. So I think that some of the issues were not that deep, but I do think that Britt Edie couldn't stand the heat and had to get the hell up out the kitchen. I think that we learned some information like Angela. Somebody came to Angela. I'm going to be honest. I don't know who came to Angela. I was not there. I don't know if anybody set up this individual to come to Angela. I don't really think that people set up anybody to come to Angela. I think that this individual may have just done it. I don't think anybody really set anybody up. If you want to know my honest to God truth. I don't think that anybody set it up. That's my opinion. I think that it's sometimes people like TV time. Sometimes people say people did things. I'm just not sure that anybody set it up. They are saying that someone did set it up. I don't know that they're not. I don't know that that person is smarter than that, I would think. I heard from the podcast that who Angela said it was, but I do think that they may be smarter than that. I am going to pray to God they are smarter than that. I'm going to pray to the God above that they would never, ever, ever be that dumb to come back on the show after being sitting out and not being on this show for X amount of years and would set someone up, even if it wasn't a big thing. I just don't think so. Don't put anything past people, but I don't think so. I mean, y'all, if y'all think, how many of y'all, let's ask that. Let's ask that in a poll question. Let's ask that in a poll question. I said it in the poll, in the chat. Do you really think that someone set up Angela? Let's look at the poll. I want to know. Y'all gotta let me know. Damn. Y'all really do. Y'all really do. Y'all think that she set her up? Ooh, people are asking about ribs and cheeseburgers. I'm so confused why you're asking me that. But currently, I'm practicing vegetarianism. So for the last month plus, I haven't ate meat. But wow, y'all really think? I mean, even if she confirmed it, I just don't. I don't know, y'all. Dang, y'all got me. I didn't think anybody set it up. I didn't think that. I hear what y'all are saying, but I think here's what I do know. The guy Marcus may have said that, but online they're passing out mugshots of Marcus. I don't think that what Angela said is not true, but I think that the guy Marcus may be kind of fraudster on his information too. I'm not sure. You get what I'm saying? I don't know him, but they're passing out mugshots on him, trying to discredit him online. Just to be honest. I'm not gonna say what people are capable of. Let's just say this. You can never put anything past anybody. Ever. But I just dang. Good trouble. Dang. Y'all think that he dang. Dang. That's so foul, y'all. That is so foul. Yeah, I don't know about that. So, speaking of, like I said, we were talking about the episode and things that happened in the episode. Housewives season 16, I think, so far they've had a good season. I think Angela Oakley for sure still gets the MVP award. Angela Oakley gets the MVP award. Here's what I feel like is going to happen. I say that all of you are going to probably fall back in love with Porsha Williams after the reunion. I think that Porsha Williams is going to sway you back over after the reunion, because I feel like in the reunion, she is going to come prepared with her receipts. She's going to come prepared ready to read the people, and she gonna come prepared ready to kill the looks. And most people that were having an issue with her from this season, meaning the viewers, are going to fall back in love, and you are going to be rooting for Porsha after this season. Because I think going into this, she's been produced for you to love her again after this season. After this reunion. When I say that, I mean, after what you guys have said, what she's seen from her team, I think she's definitely regrouped. The producers have regrouped with her and be like, this is your approach. I am going to almost bet that she is probably going to be one of your favorites after the reunion. How many of y'all want to bet it again? Do we want to put it in a poll? Let's put it in a poll. Do you think Porsha will be your favorite again after the reunion? Let's put it in a poll. Let's go. Let's go. Let's see what we got. You said no. All right, I'm gonna have y'all. I want y'all to bring y'all asses back here after the reunion and tell me if you do not think that she's going to sway. I want you to go on Twitter. I want y'all to go on YouTube. I bet you most places, how there was a lot of people who were like, this season wasn't the great. I'm gonna be honest, this season was not great for her on how her edit. I think every part of this, from the People magazine cover that took the Angela Bassett and Wait and Exhale to up until now, she has came in and she's going to blame it on her divorce and how she was going through things. So she was defensive. She's going to try to get to some ground with Shamia. And she's going to come in there and she's going to read some of the rest of them down. She's going to give them looks. And I bet you she's going to be one of the people's favorite again after this reunion. This is just how I predicted happening. She's going to use her gift of beauty and get y'all right back to being the fans that you are of her work right after this reunion. I cannot believe 80% of y'all said no. I'm going to disagree. I want y'all to come back to me. I want y'all to come back to me after the reunion and tell me if you didn't say it was a Porsha reunion and I kind of understand her now and she was going. It's going to be some tears. It's going to be some reads. It's going to be she looked fabulous. It's going to be some clock that. It's going to be all of that. And you're going to be fans again after the reunion. Quote me on that. If you came here for what I believe, it's going to happen. I'm telling you, they are going to love her after the reunion. All right. All right. If y'all surprise me, because I think you are. I think after this reunion, y'all are gonna love her again. And I'm not saying not to. I'm just saying let's be realistic and know how this is gonna work. Them producers pulled her in a room and they said, baby girl, you better get your life together because the people ain't peopling for you right about now. So you was supposed to have this comeback and you better make it right, is what happened. And she came out there and guess what? I think it's gonna be award winning what you're gonna watch. I think it's gonna be award winning. That's just my thoughts. As it relates to Cardi B, people are giving Cardi B her new song "Out" is out. Outside is out, and people are giving her hell because of WAP, and all of those are on the album. Y'all have to understand the music business. So before people will put out singles and the album come right now, they are mad because she put out a single 5 years ago and it's on the album. Why not? She ain't had no album since the song came out, so it's not supposed to make the album. They call it cheating, all of that. I think that in this current market, you have to know that like that one song came out, Miami came out, Outside came out, all of them songs should be on her album. All of the songs should be on her album. So I think that she should put it on there. I don't have a problem with her putting it on there. I think she should put it on there. I don't have a problem with any part of what's happening with the rollout of that album. I think it could be some great songs. I know some people that worked on there. I hope their stuff makes the album. I know some people who got some samples on there. I hope their stuff make the album. So I can't wait to hear the album. I think she should put them all on there. As it relates to what else did we talk about? Diddy. So if y'all been following this, I'm not really following it, but I get some updates. Sometimes people will send me like, did you see this clip? I think this is crazy. Here's what I say. I think that the defense had a strategic plan on putting Cassie up there to show who this man possibly was with his abuse. And then everyone else was supposed to set up what the RICO of this was. That means it is. And I want to make sure that we're all on the same page. So a RICO charge is, I want to make sure we're on the same page. RICO charge typically refers to a specific, let me see. It says to a RICO, racketeering, influence, and corrupt organization law that is used to punish people who have corrupt organizations. So what I would say is this. The setup to, yes, he is abusive, is all of that there. The setup to, he has his assistants and all a part of all of that. The setup to all of that is there, okay? Here's the part where I think The case to me, I don't know about it. Here's the case where I don't know about it. And I'm gonna tell y'all, here's what I don't know about it. The fact that a lot of times they are using KK, which is his chief of staff's name. But have you noticed that KK has not taken a stand, or no high-ranking person in his organization has taken a stand? Have y'all noticed it's only been assistants? So 2 parts of that. For one, I think that none of the high-ranking individuals have cooperated, meaning even when they questioned them, they didn't get anything. I don't feel like they got anything at all. And I think that hurt their case. I think you needed the chief of staff, you needed the head of Combs Enterprises, you needed the high-level people to talk about or to be a part of this organization, and you don't have it. Has KK been indicted? Has KK been indicted? Can anyone drop it below if KK from Combs Enterprises, who used to work for Combs Enterprise, has been indicted? I don't think she has. And the people that they have are past assistants. So I think that is where the case is going to fall short. And I think that he may have some lesser charges they may bring them down to, but I don't know that he's going to spend any jail time. I don't know that he's going to spend any jail time. Personally, I don't know that he's going to spend any jail time. Just because of how this has played out. We talked about Cardi. We talked about Housewives. We talked about Diddy. What else were we going to say? We had some other things. You know, I was just giving y'all a smorgasbord of stuff since we were up in here today. What else was the last thing? Y'all president then sent people to war. I don't even want to get on that topic. I can't talk about that. I can't talk about that right now because it would make me very upset. Sorry. That's one place I don't want to go, y'all. Yeah, I don't want to go there. It's super not okay. That's all I was saying. It's not okay. Not okay at all. But yeah, so I came on here because I've been doing these lives for y'all, and I really, really appreciate it. Y'all didn't give me not even one super chat up in here. I feel kind of hurt. That nobody even give me one super chat, but y'all still came and subscribed and listened to, so I cannot be mad. I appreciate y'all even coming and watching the video. As it relates to Housewives, I think after the finale, I'll give you a live, and then, you know, for the reunion, we'll recap it. Oh, speaking of great things, Brandy and Monica are going on the Boy Is Mine tour. That's amazing, y'all. I think that's super amazing. Super, 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 super amazing. I love it. 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 I think it's going to be great. So, yeah. Again, I've been up here talking to y'all. I came on to talk for a few minutes, and I ended up talking way longer than that. Thank y'all for coming into here. Thank y'all for supporting me. If you would like to support me more, you can go to thenewmeaning.com. I'm going to put it in the chat. If you would like to learn more about payroll services, you can go to my business here. You can go to any of those business pages. Yeah, because I know what's going to happen, y'all. I'm going to get drug out of this chat, and I don't even care anymore. When we post these videos, I get drug about it. I don't lie, though. I don't lie. Me don't lie. Me don't lie. Me tell you no lie. But I'm going to get drug again, people. Oh, my God, he need a job. I got plenty of things to do. Plenty of things to do, y'all. I just decided to come on here and spend time with y'all because I like chatting with y'all. I like, you know, having a... Oh, Sophie, thank you for the super chat. I appreciate it. Oh, I think that's my first super chat, y'all. Sophie, that was probably the sweetest thing. Oh, I think that might be my first super chat. Jamie, I think Jamie sent me one now. I think Jamie sent me one before. I think Jamie sent me one before, but that meant a lot special. I don't know you, Sophie, so that meant a lot. Yeah, thank you so much. I got one super chat today, y'all. Aw, I got really hype about that, right? Like, and see, people like your goodness, you know what I'm just doing, y'all? I'm just removing them from the chat because they don't have anything better to do. Because if they don't think that I got jobs and businesses, y'all, I have businesses. I have people on payroll. I have whole businesses that I own that make me really good money outside of anything else that I do. I currently manage the day to day of Escape, and I've been like, I'm the head of Candy's company, and I got businesses. I got a lot of to do, y'all. So, yeah, sometimes it can be frustrating, but I still come back because I really like chatting with y'all. I say again, thank y'all so much for coming on here. Thank you, Sophie, for the super chat. Thank you. I really appreciate the super chat. It really was nice. Yeah, people always come on why I can't defend the show. I don't know. It's the same reason when people be like, "You be in women's business." It's a lot of people that like talk about these shows and they don't get the same thing, but I get a lot of it. But it's fine. I just have to deal with it. It's the price of all of it. You know what I'm saying? So I go with it. It's okay, y'all. But thank you again, y'all. I'm gonna get out of here. Please like, share, subscribe. If you like the channel, please, y'all, send me some messages. Let me know you like what's happening. Comment below. Share it with some people. I really appreciate it. I really appreciate it. I really do. Started this career after college, y'all. That's a longer story. We may have to talk about that at a later date. I started it after I graduated from a pretty great school, the University of North Carolina at Chapel Hill. Go Tar Heels. So yeah, I'm not just some, fly by night person. What I tell people. Smart people hire smarter people to run their businesses and do it for us. So I wouldn't be around people and I wouldn't be around them this long if I was not intelligent. So thank you so much, y'all. Again, have an amazing night. And again, I put the business pages up in here. Go support, go shout out, go tell somebody. Buy a shirt, y'all. Do something. You know what I'm saying? Support your boy. Go to blueprintforsuccess.com if you would like to get my ebook. If you have never heard if you have never bought my ebook, you can go to Blueprint for Success. And it can get you the ebook. I'm putting it in the chat so that y'all can get it. And I'm sorry, I put it wrong. It was blueprintforsuccess.net. So I need to remove that and make sure it's right. And again, thank y'all so much. I appreciate y'all. And go to the little chats if you want to talk in. I will be back. I won't wait so long. That's why I've been doing these lives because I can't do videos all the time. But thank you so much again, y'all. See y'all later.